What if I told you there was a serial killer who was identified, seen by victims, and still was never arrested? This is the story of a killer who drew his victims before murdering them. They called him the Doodler. It's the 1970s in San Francisco, a city known for freedom, nightlife, and hidden secrets. But beneath the neon lights, something dark was moving. Young men began disappearing. At first, no one connected the dots, until bodies started showing up. Between 1974 and 1975, at least 5 men were brutally murdered. Their bodies were found in isolated areas, beaches, parks, dark corners of the city. All victims had one thing in common. They were last seen with a quiet, friendly man. A man who liked to draw. He would approach them in bars, start a casual conversation, then take out a pen and begin sketching their face. It felt harmless, almost charming. But that sketch was the last thing they ever saw. This killer had a pattern. He didn't rush. He observed. He studied his victims before taking their lives. That's why police gave him a name. The Doodler serial killer case. But here's where things get even more disturbing. Some victims survived. A few men managed to escape. They saw his face. They spoke to him. They knew exactly who he was. Police finally had a breakthrough. A suspect. A real person. Not just a shadow. This should have been the end. Right? Wrong. When police asked survivors to testify, they refused. Completely. No statements. No court appearances. Nothing. Why? Because testifying meant revealing something personal. Something they were not ready to face publicly. In the 1970s, society was different. Judgment was harsh, and fear was stronger than justice. So the case collapsed. The suspect was never officially charged. No arrest, no trial, no closure. To this day, the identity of the Doodler remains unknown to the public, but many believe he was right there, in front of everyone, and then he just disappeared. A killer who showed his face, spoke to his victims, and still walked free. Because sometimes the truth isn't hidden, it's just silenced.